for the thick of it all. If they don't give me room, well then I'll give them the wall. I'm gonna smoke my tires when the victory calls. I'm gonna be there, be there. I wanna see my face up on the jumbo screen. Feel the white hot metal of a winning machine. Because you win or you lose and there's no in between. I wanna be there, be there, be there.
NASCAR on speed. Be there.
The Target Series heads to the Kentucky Speedway in Sparta, Kentucky for the running of the KFC 300. The 15 car John Thiefer is on pole for today's race. Who's outside starting in second is the 38 car of Denny Lloyd. Then third place you have Trey Rainey, fourth it's Nathan Green, and Alex Fletcher, the 41, rounds out the top 5. Brett Sear will start his race from 6th, 7th place. We have third in points Mathis Wells. 8th place it's the 5 of Jeff Bright. In 9th it's Marshall Burrell, and Adam McDowell holds the final spot starting inside the top 10. Back behind them, the rest of the field, Riley Spur, Tubin, Sebastian Kukulon. Then we have Jack Canaramo and John Smith, the 09, with Evan Hunter and Noggin Scott in the 16. Then we have Edwin Mendez and Jay Randall, the 52, along with Jack Marshall and his teammate Freddie Soto. Then there's points leader Jonathan Rains and the 01 of Zachary DeLello. Then we have Eli Bright and Jake Gowie, the 18. Then there's Kashawn Richardson and Oliver Evans, with Luke Rainey and the 33 of Code Luigi. Then there's Bronson Minnick and Keegan Thompson, with Alex Reynolds and the 05 of Andrew Bean. Then we have Carson Bowers and Leon Campana, Landon Lyons second in points, and who's inside the 88 of Jennifer Buford, Justin Zidell, Casey Nanico, and rounding out the field, Tyler Fink and Anthony Nunez on row number 20, the final row of the race. There is our starting lineup for the KFC 300. Let's go down track set from those famous words in motorsports.
Drivers, start your engines.
Daniel, how are you? You're right up there? Where are you at? Yes, sir.
40 cars have fired up to go racing here at the Kentucky Speedway for the next race on the Target Series schedule. Jonathan Beaver, Danny Lloyd on the front row. Jonathan Rains has amassed an over 100-point advantage over his nearest competitor, Landon Lyons, in points. If he can continue that momentum, or if he'll falter here today, starts back of the pack on the outside. 30 laps here at Kentucky. Jonathan Beaver, Danny Lloyd front row for the KFC 300. They come down to take green flag. We're racing in Sparta, Kentucky. Wide behind Jonathan Beeford, he clears from pole position, leads the first lap of the race. Mathis Wells moves to second, with Burrow quickly to the inside of him to challenge. Marshall Burrow moves to second. Kukulon now to the inside. The 15 of Beeford keeps lead for now. Down the back there is 3 wide, a little bit spread out, not really packed together. 3 wide, just 3 wide in some points, double wide in others. Single file at the front, it's Jonathan Beeford, Sebastian Kukulon first and second. Brett Sierra gets to third. Here comes the 16 Noggin. Scott moving forward. Scott just on the edge of the top 10 the points, so he wants a good points day here today to move him up into chase contention. Sierra's in a wild card spot coming in, but get everybody too safe. A win today or a good points result could move him up inside the top 10 in points. A bit 4 wide back behind our front 5. Down the back, there goes Trey Rainey around the 32. He'll save the car! His brother Luke gets down low to get out of the way. Trey still trying to get back with speed. Luke's on the apron now. They all save and correct it. We're still green here in Kentucky. Oh, one amazing save by Trey Rainey and the others. A great job by everyone involved in that to keep their cars going straight, keep everyone else in one piece. We're still green flag racing, split the pack up, but we could have had about 5-10 damaged race cars in that. Jonathan Beaver pole here continues to lead. Brett Sierra now rides in second. Noggin Scott's third. Jay Rando is fourth. Fifth place is now Jack Marshall. Sierra trying to look low on Jonathan Beaver as they come off turn number 4. He has a run down to the inside into the tri-oval. But it's still Jonathan Beaver leading the way in the 15. Sierra and Scott looking for a run into turn number 1. The 98 looking low. He gets to the inside. The first battle Beaver has had all day long. It's from the 98 of Brett Sierra. Side by side. Noggin Scott will go high with the 15. That allows Jay Randall the inside. Can Randall get to second off this? Off 4. Brett Sierra in command of the race now. He'll lead the 5th lap. So Buford led the first 4, give the 5th lap to Brett Sierra. Buford still fighting up top, trying to get clear of the 52 and get to the outside of the 98. But he'll slide really wide and lose all types of ground there. Jay Brandon now for the lead on Brett Sierra down the back. They're going to go side by side. Here comes Jack Kenneron into the picture. Alex Fletcher, 24 car, Nathan Green. Randall comes off the 4th car with the lead. Jack Kenneron looking low in the 34. There'll be 3 wide at the start-finish line. Jay Randall leads the lap up top. Alex Fletcher to the inside, 3 wide. They'll take it in turn number 1. He's clear, but here comes Mathis Wells, 3rd in the point standings. Looking to the inside, looking for 5 bonus points to the lap right here. How about through the middle? Jonathan Buford forcing a hole through the middle lane, trying to get to the race lead again. When he was out front, no one could touch him until Brett Sierra got up there. We'll see if he can get back out front now if it's the same story there. Fletcher comes down to cover the spot. He leads the lap. Denny Lloyd moves low. Kukulon moves even lower. 3 wide for a second, 4 wide behind them. It's Noggin, Scott, some others in a shoving match at the entrance of turn number 1. Down the back, 4 wide up here. The pack spread out, but coming back together in the draft. Alex Fletcher continuously in the 41 car. To second goes Sebastian Kukulon. Here comes Adam McDowell, the 20 on the inside moving forward. They'll go 3 wide for 3rd as Nathan Green shoots the middle of the racetrack. Riley Spurley-Tube, the 47 is down low, right behind that 60 of Jack Marshall. Marshall Burrow, Brett Sierra are there. Cameron got the side drop off John Buford, the 15, dropping back on the outside. 2 cars break away, single file. Kukulon trying to get to Alex Fletcher and make a move for the race lead. Through 3 and 4, he's looking lower. Can he get there off turn 4? He's down to the inside. We saw last night, the Penzo Truck Series race, a photo finish. 6,000ths of a second the margin of victory was in that race. Will we see something like that here today? Kukulon led that lap by maybe a few thousandths of a second. Adam McDowell moved to 2nd. Here comes Riley Spurgeon and Marshall Burrow. Next car's on the inside. Brett Sierra, Jake Gowie, John Buford, Evan Hunter have found a way down the line. Spurgeon trying to cover the spot. Marshall Burrow, the 89 though, pokes to the inside. Forces a little bit wider there. Adam McDowell looking on Kukulon for the lead. And if Kukulon's be looking at the mirror going, man, that's my old ride. Seeing that old ride back behind you, you want to beat it just that much more. McDowell's going to jump to the inside there, through 1 into a great corner there for Adam McDowell. He can just turn his car to the left there to get to the inside. That's a great move. They go side by side. Adam McDowell inside, Sebastian Kukulon outside. Adam McDowell will take the lead away. Marshall Burrow moved to 2nd, the 89. Danny Lloyd got a little loose off turn number 4 to let off the gas. He'll drop and maybe let Kukulon line. Adam McDowell led the lap. Marshall Burrow, the 89. He'll take it in turn number 1. Lloyd trying to get back up here, and here comes Jonathan Buford, our pole sitter, back into contention inside the top 5, moving forward on the inside, slowly but surely. And Marshall Burrow's going to come around and lead a lap right here. How about John Buford down to the inside, jumping low. Evan Hunter with him in the 28 car. We'll see if Hunter jumps low on Buford. If he stays with him, that 15 was so strong once he got out front. Do these drivers know that, or are they going to try and let him get out front again? No, they're going to shuffle him. They're going Buford to the outside, Hunter to the inside, the 28 car. But the 28 tight down low, couldn't get the power down, and they'll go side by side down the back stretch. I think Buford's going to clear him right here. He's in that top lane. Look at Sierra, middle to bottom. A great move out of the 98 there to get in front of Mathis Wells. Hunter's still fighting back to the inside of the 15 of Buford. But Jonathan clears to get to 2nd behind the 89 of Marshall Burrow. Now, Buford jumps low on Marshall Burrow, side by side into turn 1. Mathis Wells looks low, but Sierra's getting a nice run through the middle of the racetrack. Evan Hunter way high. Buford clears out front the 15. Burrow 2nd. Sierra is 3rd. Wells is currently 4th. How about Leon Capana moving to 5th in a 3-wide move? Oh, Wells lost the nose of his race car to go up the racetrack. A little tight there in dirty air. He'll drop back on the outside now. And look at Marshall Burrow coming back onto that 15, Jonathan Buford, and Brett Sierra, the one who passed Buford once he was out front, up to 3rd. And no one touched Buford until Sierra got up there in 2nd. So it's going to be interesting to see if Burrow can do it. And if he can't, if Sierra gets to 2nd, will he have a say? Down the back into turn number 3, 15 leads 89 and 98. Sierra running a little higher. They're trying to get maybe a better run off the corner. And Burrow's right in the back of Jonathan Buford, come to halfway. 15 laps to go in the KFC 300 Kentucky. It's been action-packed so far. In the first half, we saw a near crash with Trey Rainey and others saving their race cars, keeping their cars straight. What will the second half have in store? Side by side for a second. Buford's pulling away. Brett Sierra trying to cut off the 89, and maybe some contact made trying to clear him. Oh, that was close. I don't know if they made contact or not, but that 98 almost turned himself off the nose of that 89 because he was not clear. So Jonathan Buford, our pole sitter, is out front. He led the first 4 laps of the race, was untouched until this man, who was in second, Brett Sierra, found a way around him. Will it be the same story just later in the race? That 98 looks pretty strong here today. Those two have gapped themselves because third on back is side by side, 3 wide, forcing each other up the racetrack, side drafting each other. These front two are single file. They're pulling away from the pack because they're running faster lap times. Edwin Mendez going to try and change that. He clears in third. Nathan Green is currently fourth. Adam McDowell looking for fifth on Marshall Burrow. He'll bring Ken Rommel and Danny Lloyd with them. For the top spot, Sierra's looking low. Couldn't make the move work though. Mendez, Green, McDowell are clear. They're third, fourth, fifth. Points leader, Jonathan Raines. Forced middle lane and drops back. Going up the racetrack. For the lead, there goes Sierra again on Buford. Side by side, 98 to the inside of the 15. With 12 to go, third on back is going to have a nice run this draft now because these two are now side by side. Mendez with a nice run through 1 and 2, gets to the inside, Jonathan Buford. Sierra pulls away. McDowell 3 wide with the run. Yeah, that 24 or that 40 had to lift a little there, and the 20 did not lift at all. Jumping to the inside, Jonathan Buford now for a second. The 15 though, trying to slice down, he does. Showing the power of that car. Jonathan Buford down in line in second. Now try and run Brett Sierra back down. 11 laps to go in the KFC 300. The pack back together again. Jonathan Buford looking high through 1 and 2. Look at McDowell with a nice run now down low. McDowell's going to get to second here with a nice run. Side by side, down the back into turn number 3. That's for second position, coming around to 10 to go. Brett Sierra in command of this race. McDowell moves to second. He'll clear Jonathan Buford off. Buford's going to fight back to the outside, but no such run to be had. 10 laps to go in Kentucky. Adam McDowell second. Danny Lloyd up to third. DeLello, the 01, looking for fourth. The 15 sliding back on the outside. That car might be going away. Off into turn number 3. Buford will clear for fourth. DeLello fifth now. Canaramo, look at Nathan Green slicing to the middle lane. Trying to get down low as quick as he can. 9 laps remain in Kentucky. Danny Lloyd for a second on Adam McDowell. Can he make it work? Bad arc into the corner. Look at Buford looking to the middle. Gets the side draft of the 21. Slices back to the inside right behind Danny Lloyd. Gonna push that 38 down the back. A big push into turn number 3. Jonathan Buford looks for a second now. A nice run. He's coming back. 8 laps to do it. And the man we've not talked about all day long. Up inside the top 5. It's the 5 of Jeff Wright. Does he have a say at who wins this race? And can he be the one to win it? He won the Charlotte Roval just a few races ago. He's won here before in the Gatorade Cup Series. Looking for one the Target Series here this season. He'll go high as McDowell goes low. Brett Sierra still out front, coming around to 7 to go. Can the 98 hold on for 7 more laps? We've seen passing before at this racetrack where sometimes it's hard to hold positions. And look at the run Buford has. That 15 is strong, up onto the back of the 98. Oh, he goes wide to get through 1 and 2. He might get a run off the top. Just keeping that momentum up on the top side. Got a nice run down the back, down this straightaway. Running that top side, make the straightaway longer. You get back in the gas sooner. Look at McDowell not playing those games. He wants to go to the inside, but once again, tight down low. Can't make it work. Buford's trying to clear up top. That 20 of those fighting to the inside, shortcutting the tri-oval there, and getting a run to the inside to turn number 1. Evan Hunter slides wide. Gets right behind Buford, really giving him a push off turn number 2. That's a good push. Can he clear him? 5 to go this time by in the KFC 300. Jonathan Buford's back clear now for second. McDowell couldn't complete the pass. He's right now third. Nathan Green is fourth. And others trying to get up here and challenge. 5 to go. Yellow flag would end it. And Jonathan Buford looking for the lead in turn 1. Is he there? He's on the door. Knocking on it. Jonathan Buford. In the tire tracks of Brett Sierra. This time jumps low. Couldn't have the run. 4 to go this time by. And Brett Sierra still leads. It's Sierra, Jonathan Buford, McDowell, Green, Lloyd. That's the front 5. Will one of these drivers win the race? Will it be someone else? Buford needs to do what he did a few laps ago, get that run on the top off of the corner. Down the back. Buford again closes up onto Brett Sierra. Coming around to 3 to go. Again with a nice run through 3 and 4. Can he take it to the inside? Adam McDowell out of line a little there. 3 laps remain in Kentucky. Does anyone have anything for Sierra? There goes Buford and Green. Synchronized moves to the inside. Can they work? Sierra with the run off the top. Using the preferred outside lane at this point in the race. When the tires start wearing, the outside starts to come in. Buford though fights to the inside. And he and Sierra are still side by side. Coming around to 2 to go. Sierra with the run. He might have to just jump in line though. 2 laps remaining in Kentucky. Jonathan Buford's back out front now from the pole. Brett Sierra back to second with now an arc into the corner. Can he slice back under the 15? To the inside again. Side by side again. Sierra to the inside. And this time Buford's on the outside. Can Sierra make it work? A nice run through 3 and 4. Buford's going to fight back up top. And Nathan Green going to try and make it a 3-car race for the win. Buford's clear in second at the white flag. Brett Sierra leads. Pulls here, Jonathan Buford is second. Nathan Green is third. Buford again looks to the inside. He's a nose down there. Side by side. This is for the win in Kentucky in the Target Series. Sierra's up top. Jonathan Buford is down low. Coming off 4. Can Sierra get the run up top to get back to the checkered flag? He can't. Jonathan Buford will win the KFC 300 in a last lap effort over Brett Sierra. What a race, what an ending. These two went toe-to-toe basically every single lap. Jonathan Buford, Brett Sierra, they battled out the end, mano a mano, and Jonathan Buford beats Brett Sierra to the line to win the KFC 300 in Kentucky. Let's go see the finish results of the point standings after a crazy race. Here are the finishing results from the KFC 300 at the Kentucky Speedway. We had 0 caution flags today and 11 lead changes, 7 drivers were out front here today in Kentucky. And the 2 drivers who dominated finished 1-2. Jonathan Buford from pole, Brett Sierra from 6th. They each led 11 laps apiece. That means those 2 combined led 22 of the 30 laps. They were definitely the 2 dominant ones. And how fitting was it that they were side by side down the backstretch on the white flag lap, battling for the win. That is how racing should be. The 2 best cars during the race battling it out on the white flag lap, no one knowing who would get the advantage. So Buford wins over Sierra. Great point stage for both of them. 3rd place goes to Nathan Green, Edwin Mendez 4th, and Adam McDowell rounds at the top 5. Evan Hunter gets 6th, Jack Kenneramo 7th, Alex Fletcher 8th, Danny Lloyd 9th, and Freddie Soto rounds at the top 10. Andrew Bean gets 11th, Marshall Burrell in 12th, Sebastian Kukulan 13th, Zachary DeLello 14th, and Jonathan Rains extends the points lead with a 15th place result. Riley Spiritu gets 16th, Jeff Bright 17th, Landlines didn't lose too much with an 18th place finish, John Smith gets 19th, and Bronson Minnick rounds at the top 20. 21st place to Mathis Wells, 22nd Carson Bowers, 23rd Nugget Scott, 24th Keegan Thompson, 25th for Oliver Evans. Luke Rainey, even after narrowly crashing when his brother Trey got sideways, Luke will end up getting 26th. Jake Galloway 27th, Jay Randall in 28th, 29th Leon Campana, and 30th for Kashawn Richardson. Justin Zidell 31st, 32nd Alex Reynolds, 33rd Tyler Fink, 34th Cole Luigi, 35th for Casey Nanico. Jeff Buford 36th, 37th Jack Marshall, 38th Eli Bright, 39th Anthony Hernandez, and maybe Trey Rainey's tires just a little worn out there after taking a slide down the backstretch, saving his race car. He ends up finishing 40th after starting 3rd. Let's now go see the point standings. Here are the points, 12 races into the season. Jonathan Rains is still on top, 120 up now on Landon Lyons, who is still 2nd. Mathis Wells still 3rd, Nathan Green is 4th, and Danny Lloyd rounds out the top 5. Brett Sierra up to 6th with his runner-up here today. Buford, the win, moves up to 7th, so those 2 with great points days. Riley Spiritu moves up to 8th, Marshall Burrows now 9th, and Jack Kenneramo rounds at the top 10. 6 points back of that top 10 is Bronson Minnick in 11th. He's actually tied with teammate Luke Rainey. They're 11th and 12th right now, both 6 points outside. Keegan Thompson currently 13th, 14th is Anthony Hernandez, and 15th we have Nugget Scott. 16th place to Jack Marshall, 17th Casey Nanico, 18th for Jay Rando, 19th Evan Hunter, and Freddie Soto, the 17, rounds out the top 20 in the point standings. So right now, all of our winners are either outside the top 20 in points or inside the top 10 points, which means the 2 wildcard spots go to the 2 highest in points outside the top 10, which are Bronson Minnick 11th and Luke Rainey in 12th. They're right now the 2 wildcard spots. Once again, that could easily change before the end of this regular season. Winners could fall out, winners could jump up, we could have new winners. I mean, there's so much that difference that could happen. But most of our winners are down in points. If they're not inside the top 10, they're down outside the top 25. Jeff Bright's currently 28th. Tyler Fink is 30th. Jeremy Buford 31st. Eli Bright 33rd. Edwin Mendez is 34th. Those are our winners that are not inside the top 10 points. They're a good ways down. They need a lot to go their way to make it up inside the top 20 and have a shot at a wildcard spot to make the chase. Race number 13 of the season. After Kentucky, we will go to the Pocono Raceway for the Gertrude Hawk 250. I will see you guys then.